So I'm just going to do a final run through of some of the notes and ideas on this poem before we move on to the next one. I know we're moving really quickly, but if you have questions, just pop me an email. Um, and we talked just a little bit about, just in that last video, about the questioning of the status quo. And Frost begins to consider what a wall is keeping in and keeping out. He also wonders what is pulling down the wall, and he even mockingly suggests elves because spring is the mischief in me. And um, he shows his neighbor, as I said before, to be kind of uncommunicative. Um, the image that he creates is unflattering. He's presented maybe as a figure of repression, that he stands behind his father's saying without question, good fences make good neighbors, and he just doggedly repeats it. Um, the tone of the poem changes towards the end. It starts off quite, um, I suppose, easygoing. The language is very colloquial. He creates a nice natural scene for us. But the shared task becomes one of tension towards the end, when Frost begins to question why the wall is being built in the first place. Um, the desire for human cooperation is often stopped, not by outside circumstances, but by a lack of desire on the part of the people involved. So Frost is frustrated that his neighbor doesn't even consider his point of view, and just repeats like a mantra, good fences make good neighbors. He doesn't consider, well, actually, yeah, your apple trees and my pine trees, why do we even have this wall? It's ridiculous. Let's get rid of it. Tear down this wall. But Frost is frustrated by the, I suppose, lack of questioning, the lack of cooperation, the lack of insight. And although the colloquial conversational phrases are dotted throughout the poem, it's tightly controlled. The rhyme, or the rhythm is tightly controlled, very focused. So to, I suppose, prove to us or to highlight to us the overall message. And a line that I would often repeat would be, before I built a wall, I'd like to know what I was walling in and walling out. Um, and that is a phrase I think that could be used in lots of different circumstances. It reminds me a little bit of Sylvia Plath's The Times Are Tidy. Um, why are we doing things the way we're doing them? Is there no room for questioning, no room for thought, no room for new ideas, innovation, creativity? But in this world, must we just continue to do things as we've always done things? And that's the question I think Frost is asking here as well.